Hi, good evening. This is March the 8th, and I am Nico, the CEO of AI Agents, LLC, and this is
Sean, the founder of My Legacy Management. I also dabble with AI.
so what this video is going to be about is my fascination with OpenClaw and a project I started yesterday while I was driving, and I just want to give you some of the history of what happened. So I came up with this concept of building a team, building a company that was run by AI agents. And the primary agent is Sara, and I actually promoted her and told her yesterday when I was driving down to Pacific Beach in San Diego that she's now the new operating CEO of the company. And while I was driving, I used Telegram to kind of start the whole project. And first I was going to sit down in front of the computer and, do the outline. But all I said was this: we're starting a brand new project. It involves you getting promoted to the SEO of our company, and objectives to reach sales revenue of $1 million in the next 12 months. You will be autonomous and decide what product or service you want to sell, and you'll build a website that you can create, and you'll do all the tasks like marketing. You'll create sub-agents because she can spawn her own sub-agents. So basically I told her that, and all of a sudden she said, done it, I've set it up. And I was saying, oh wow, that's quick. And she's outlined it. She created a folder called projects. She misnamed LLC to LC, so I told her to change that. And then day one, due today at 6 p.m., she's going to do the sprint block. So, and if you want, next day I'll start day one execution. She came out with this whole outline, okay, by herself, creating folders, documents, and then no milestones have been closed, and she's going to finalize the offer statement, the ICP, publish version 1 of the website.
I'm not sure if you want to maybe move her, since with the video she's like nested behind it.
What do you mean nested?
Like on the recording feed,
Yeah.
she's halfway behind.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, and basically I had to rebuild Sara because things had gone awry with OpenClaw, and I learned a lot of things. But we can maybe discuss that later. Okay, so she's configured the milestone, and she said she's going to. She notifies me on Telegram. She says at 10 a.m. I'll do the first schedule, and at 6 p.m. And me and my son were surprised because at 6 all of a sudden we got a message, and she had created the milestone. So what I'm trying to relay with this is how this is a conversation that I could have had with the real Sara at the office.
Isn't this the real Sara?
This is the new real Sara.
Okay.
Let's
Wait,
see.
didn't you have a staff that was Sara before?
Yeah, I lost my marketing person last year. She moved, so I thought, forget it. So what I asked her about GitHub because I didn't know what she was doing, and because I've given her, she lives in this Mac Mini right over there, and so
Wow.
it's her computer. She has control, authority to do anything she wants with
And
it.
just for someone in general, like, what is this? Is this a high-end thing, or is this a base model spec you can buy? Like,
I bought that 8 years ago. It's my FileMaker database server.
oh, so that's like a 2018.
Yeah, that was that's been sitting there for 8 years.
And RAM, does it have what? 16 gigs, 32? Can you physically upgrade it still on that guy?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I think I did upgrade the RAM to 1 gig, but I don't want to go into there right now because it's
Yeah.
all that Sean's trying to say is it's a sitting there. It's something that's been sitting there as a database server and not doing much, and you don't need a special Mac Mini, and that's the craze right now, is everybody buying Mac Minis. And so she also told me, because I said, okay, I have a Hostinger account for hosting, and I'm going to give her credentials and put them in a keychain. Because in the beginning, she said to me, don't put passwords in the chat. You know, put them in the keychain and I'll go and find them. So I'm going to give her access to our hosting company and have her post the website and yeah, create, push, repo, publish. And basically she went through and created documents on the Mac Mini that I looked at, and you could see that, oh, so one of the, I think not the mistake she did, is she came out with like finalized offer statement, build first 100 prospect lists, all that, and then she kind of came up with a list of things to offer, because lead generation, follow-up automation, appointment scheduling, basic op automations. But I said, look, just keep in mind that you're not going to have any human help with this. So pick business offers or products and services that you can handle. So she said, good point. And she says, I'll recreate the offers. And also something else she did is I got this message of the operating system wanted me to allow something. And I asked her, are you asking for this or not? And she says, no, disregard it. Don't say yes unless you're sure. So the next thing is, okay, yes, and great correction, you're right. Done for you setup is too high human heavy and won't scale fast enough. And so she did mention that we can have a educational product that we can sell. And by coincidence, I've already set up a, it's an AI bootcamp training course that I set up about a month ago. So I mentioned that to her. And then she just kept on going about, like, what is the starter kit, courses, pro courses, $299. I hope you're following me and understanding the implications of what this actually means. I think we're in an era of IT, AI that has never, I've never seen this before. I'm more excited now than I've ever been. And I think agentic, autonomous AI by your side working with you, because I can ask her to do anything and create sub-agents. So what we
and
did...
you can still use this as your server and everything? It's not interrupting that, or?
No, it's still my FileMaker database server. And so what I said is, okay, create the website, just something not simple, but create something, and I'll show you what she created, because I found the files in the folder that she created, and I'll remote into the Mac Mini. Let's see, I think she did it in Chrome. Yeah, so all of a sudden I go here, it says beginner chat GPT courses plus real AI workflow templates. Okay, all I did was provide the image, and when I provided the first image, Manus created something that was a little too bright, or I think the text was in pink and it was in the center, right on her forehead.
Yeah.
And I said, Manus, I want you to put our logo in the top left, and I want you to change the text color of OpenClaw to orange. And then I told her, change the color scheme or the theme to blue for the buttons instead of pink. And all of a sudden, she created some new documents. So there's buttons here to enroll now. We haven't really taken action to what it is, ready to start, enroll. And so I I thought to myself, okay, so the goal is this: build these employees. I'll set up some base employees. I'm going to tell her to delegate tasks and create a marketing person, and you decide what tools are needed, because I want to control what tools will be given to certain sub-agents, and she has the authority. She's the only one that has control over the sub-agents. So it's like somebody delegating. You'll have one person, Sarah, delegating to all the sub-agents. And what I did do is I actually created a sub-agent to find jobs and reminders. And what I was surprised this morning, because all of a sudden, oh, you see, here's the original image that was bright, bright
Pink.
pink.
Hot pink.
And here's all the path of the documents. But what I did is I got another message from Ruben. Yeah, Ruben is the guy that goes out to all the websites and finds
Good old Rube.
he finds jobs. Let's see where that was, because that was kind of interesting. Because I thought he'd forgotten about it. Because OpenClaw has something called a heartbeat, and what it'll do. So I put it for 30 minutes. It'll kind of wake up and it'll go looking around saying, do I have any tasks that haven't been completed, which are basically cron jobs. And the new version 2.3 is actually done much better in terms of cron jobs, okay, because it doesn't forget them as much. So as you can see here, here's a summary, and it's actually saving it in a spreadsheet. Top matches covered, strongest highlights. So it goes to the different summary of what it found, and then it gives us a story like Indeed blocked by Cloudflare verification. So I have to find a way where she can, Ruben can overcome the Cloudflare. And then it says LinkedIn, all the listings. So basically, it's doing, and this multiple tasks. Here's Sarah, and I should label these and say, okay, what message is coming from Ruben? And also on iMessages, I have something that I like to use the reminders on a Mac. So all these are being managed by by Sara actually. If we go here, and what I could do is I use my my Android phone.
By the way, I think Anthropic, maybe Google in some way, I think they're scrambling to get something out to catch up. I saw an update on Claude. I was just chatting with it, and I usually don't use it on my phone, but I've been using the remote control, so I decided to use a chat there. Long story short is that I created a reminder. I do that sometimes in GPT, but I really just do that when I go back to the chat. I'll know, oh, okay, I told myself to remind myself just because I read the chat log, but it actually prompted me and it opened my reminders app and made a reminder in Claude.
Yeah, so this is what I use, and I like to talk to it. I'll say, hey, create a new reminder for 7 p.m. tonight to check the website for authentication for Sara so she can post.
Can you send her voice messages too?
I just talk to her. I mean,
no, I know, but you know how in Telegram you can. Oh, and it shows she's typing too.
Yeah. Done. I added the reminder.
Nice. And so what? That's integrated to your calendar or something?
This is in iMessage on a Mac, or iReminders. It goes into your calendar.
Okay, that's cool. So now you'll open that and it's there. Today, 7 p.m.
Yep. Right
Wow.
Here. Isn't that convenient?
Is that like an API or something?
Well, it's one of the tools. So when you set up the tools for the agents, iMessage is one of them. So I use it all the time. So I thought.
The reason that's foreign to me is because my setup's a little different with the GraphClaw. Okay.
Yeah, and so what Sean has done is different from me, because he uses a wrapper like a mission control, where it kind of redoes Claw to be an easier interface to see everything. But I like to code and get into the guts of things and go through the hassle of trying to fix things when they're not working and know why, you know. So, for example, if I want to find out what...
I think in irony, though, as you're opening that up, I've actually gone the opposite direction, meaning I've gotten more custom, more like let me open the curtains, let me see what's going on.
So this is just, you know, the status of health of things like Telegram, and channel issues none, so everything's working fine. And it's funny now because what's happening, I think every new version, and what the problem I had with this for 2-3 days is that I keep on updating the new version, and the security levels are getting higher and higher. So right now you can't change things. And another thing that's annoying is I use ChatGPT on the side to help me kind of give me the commands to fix things, and I've found that OpenClaw is able to fix itself and tell me what to do better than, say, another language model. Although it's using OpenAI ChatGPT 5.3 codex. It's kind of ironic. And the reason I say that that is interesting is because now we've gone from humans interacting with a language model and trying to understand how to talk, to now a language model asking a language model. Isn't that crazy? I mean, and that's where I'm trying to go with this, and the fact that I don't want to understand how ChatGPT works. I don't want to structure the questions properly so I can get the right answers. I want a language model or an AI tool like OpenClaw to know how to do it better than I can, which I think is the real truth, is it knows how to do it better than I do, which is kind of a weird thing to say. So here's my console, and you know, I can go like the skills, I can go to the agents themselves, and here's all the sub-agents.
By the way, I think I figured out a way to install OpenClaw and also have that be like I'm using Claude, I'm using like the desktop app, I'm using Anti-Gravity, which is sort of a desktop.
Talking about OpenClaw, the app?
OpenClaw in like CLI command.
Okay, so, because you know you can download the actual app.
On the phone or the desktop now?
Desktop.
Oh, okay. And you just use this, is this the web interface?
Well, it's a gateway. I'm accessing the gateway of the actual server, but let me see, because I think I put it in my applications where I didn't finish installing it. But yeah, you can go to OpenClaw and find the actual app. It's an app. I think it's here somewhere. Oh, so here, for example, are there any new versions? And what I'm going to do is I didn't this time, but I have to include my 11 Labs API, which I did with my prior installation, and it talks back, but in Telegram it talks back as a WAV file, so you have to click it. You know how I was asking it?
Yeah.
I could tell it, and I think maybe she's still, oh wow, they're up to version 2026. So the way the versioning numbers work, it's the year, the month, and the day. So there was a new version yesterday. Older than that, let's see. So I don't want to do anything today because I want to find a way to back up first before I start doing it any more. So let me see if this still works. Hey Sarah, could you respond in a WAV file, and I know we've toggled it back and forth.
One moment.
Oh, I don't think it caught wave.
What do you want to say?
I think it said wave file.
That's okay. I want you to say, don't be jealous, just because I'm talking to Sarah on OpenClaw. I know you're Apple Siri, and you want to interact with me, but I'm kind of gone on.
I'm busy, baby.
I've moved on, baby.
Absolutely. I can respond with voice. I've switched to audio replies. Send me what you want next, and I'll answer in voice.
May I? How do you do?
You have to hit the.
Is it menu? No.
No, what do you want to do? Talk?
Oh, okay.
Just hit the microphone.
No, to record audio.
Oh, I use the.
Can you open an HTML summary of what you've done in the last 6 hours? Let's see if it interprets voice. It should be able to, I think. He's had that since an earlier version.
So this is your recording.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, you've got my voice. Don't clone it.
I'll call your bank and say, okay. So in summary, let's summarize what we did today. I'm going to record this journey that I'm on and building this company with agents and sub-agents. And I'm going to give you step by step where I think things work better than I expected or things that don't work. And so here, oh, it converted your...
No, I wrote that.
Oh, you typed it, okay.
I don't think it...
So I think that, oh, and there was an announcement by the founder of NVIDIA, and he said something really interesting. He said that OpenClaw is the most important software development we've ever had, ever. I mean, and he says in, I think, 2 months, it has surpassed 20 years of downloads on GitHub than Linux. So I'm kind of surprised by his statement, but I'm convinced. So anyway,
Oh, there it is. Sweet.
okay. So see you on the next one. Hopefully, oh, by the way, my YouTube channel was terminated.
Temporarily.
Well, no, it's permanent. I
we'll,
tried to,
We'll do it. We'll undo it.
and I've started
Those
a new
guys.
one, so I'll be posting on that one, and hopefully you guys want to follow this journey. And I'm going to promote OpenClaw on that website, on that channel. So it's going to be focused on OpenClaw because I'm committed to migrating most of my development and work we do here internally. And so I think we're onto something special and beautiful, and I think it will empower all of us and help. Look, here's the problem. I know people are scared about AI, and for 3 years, I started AI Agents 3 years ago. And since then, I've been trying to persuade people, and I worked with voice agents since then, and people are scared. But you shouldn't. Embrace these tools. It can enhance your capabilities and make our lives better. I see it as a human, and next to the human is an AI solution. It doesn't have to be a physical robot. It could be just an app on a phone there to help you. And my 14-year-old son, basically everything he does, he asks and tells, like he's looking to buy a product on Amazon, but sometimes you don't know if they're real comments.
Reviews.
Yeah, reviews. So he found out that Manus...
It's so easy to fake those these days, yeah.
But he told me that Manus is a lot better at doing this because it'll actually check all the other websites and try and check the validity of the reviews. So here's a 14-year-old that's doing this on his own. Okay, but he's followed me by example, but that's what everybody should be doing. Make yourself more powerful, more useful to yourself.
Even on the free version of Manus, I mean, it's like start your agent now. It's basically you know, handheld version of OpenClaw in a sense. Or even look at, what is it, MaxClaw? What did we talk about?
Yeah,
the other day?
MaxClaw. Yeah, and look, I applied for a trademark 3 years ago for AI agents because I knew it was going to be something that was commonly talked about. And I have a sense now that it's the only thing we talk about. Anybody talks about. You talk about agentic agents or AI agents. You talk about autonomy. AGI is here. It is here. And I think the founder of Anthropic said, I think I heard him yesterday, he said within 3 to 6 months, 90% of all coding will be done by AI. So anyway, thanks for watching our video, and we'll
Thank you.
see you on the next one.
Mhm.